Yes.
Seminole Ball Club, by the way. The dunking Cardinal is mid-court. That's the big logo on the floor. And the opening half is controlled by the Cardinals. Fresh Kimball, the graduate transfer. A little high-low inside, opening with a high percentage shot, Steven Enoch. Larinaga is going to have to keep his team out of foul trouble as best he can, and maybe the zone will help, not only that, but help their defense, which has struggled as Jordan Nwora makes his first shot.
They're the teams that are desperate trying to find good defense, and I feel like that's where Miami is. You've got to protect players, because you have some guys that are going to need to play 40 minutes, that being one of them, and Chris Lykes. Be limited offensively and on the defensive end.
Lykes with the pull-up, and Chris Lykes with the first 5, and Miami has a 1-point lead.
The mid-range game isn't dead in Miami, apparently.
Nwora for 3.
The best teams know how to close, and I think that'll always be the question until they've proven that they could beat some of the best teams in the country.
There's Dwayne Sutton at the rim. He's sort of the tough guy.
If you can't play with competition in practice.
Cam McGusty, I'm sorry, John, the Oklahoma transfer with his first basket.
It's okay. I'm a stream of consciousness. It's all right. We struggle to hold guys accountable to play a certain way as well. So it is a great challenge as a coach when you can't go full 5-on-5.
Oh, did Ryan man need that one? Good no call, good defense by Louisville. The turnover from the freshman Beverly. McMahon pushing, puts it up top and on the business and finishing is Louis Williams. Thing that shooters love to do. He's made a shot. And that just helps you everywhere else in your game. A little high handoff, and Williams.
They're also able to rebound every single miss from Miami. There might be one, if not any, going to the offensive glass for Miami.
Williams gets really deep post position and scores right over the freshman Anthony Walker. He's curling, lost his balance, and now Miami has it. Beverly up ahead, and Beverly with that left hand, the left arm that he couldn't really raise above his head.
You're not the same team without him, so we forget sometimes there are some other guys. Wow. I just got to stop talking when he's got the ball. Just got ahead of steam, kind of LeBron James-esque, and gets to the basket.
A long three-pointer by Darius Perry. Play with better pace and change of pace as Lykes has his shot blocked in the roll. Nwora, good lead for Samuelson, who gets it to block and one.
A comfortable team, a vocal team, and an aggressive team. That's what makes them a legitimate Final Four contender, but they've got to continue this against high-level talent. That's always been the question this year.
His body's going one direction, and so are his eyes, but he sells that move with his eyes and heads the other way.
I was 6'1", and I felt like I always had something to prove.
Football, played lacrosse. Larinaga perhaps risking a little bit of hyperbole as McGusty knocks in a 3.
Got the right mentality to compete at such a high level.
And I just like how honest he is with himself. I mean, he understands his size and what he's got to do more so than the other guys, which is...
With tendonitis, an already thin team, and Wardenberg is now headed back toward the locker room to be looked at, and a long 3 is knocked down by Lykes. Lykes getting space, getting to the bucket. He's got 13.
Yeah, and he's got the ability to make you look silly. Very gracious thing for him to do as well. We've seen a number of players do that.
Shown the platform that they have and the way people respond to them, and Miami sorely needed someone to help out on offense other than Vasilovich is a guy who has continued to improve. I think he's really improved his physical conditioning this year. Sutton missed an easy one earlier, made a tough one. Lykes digs it out. Vasilovich for 3.
And that's where he's gotten a lot better, is off the bounce. College teams understand you got to defend the three-point line and you got to protect the rim.
Nwora answers.
Not much you can do about that.
Wong. He's going to draw the end one. It was a little awkward looking going.
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it.
But it worked.
Back. I don't even know what this was. It took contact. How he got that thing up.
Before it just being on the 4th foul, and he come back down.
Finished in a yoga pose.
Fresh Kimball, the transfer from St. Joe's, puts it in the spin cycle, and Wardenberg, who's had trouble with that knee and still is, he's slow to come back down the court. He's had to gut it up. This is the Miami team that's really been hit by injuries we haven't mentioned and we should have earlier. As McGusty scores, it keeps Stone, the transfer from Florida. There's another big guy that the Canes are missing. There's Enoch just bullying his way on Miller. And Stevens had a tough time getting shots to fall. Nwora has not. Wardenberg returning to the bench and under the care of the trainers. Enoch again going to work with the left hand, and this time it goes. Have to get it out to Vasilovic. DJ with a pull-up.
I kind of think Miami had to score to get Louisville going again. This is what I want to see this from Louisville. Can they put this thing away? Can they close the door? And I'm not talking about the end of the game. I'm talking about right now. Oh, here's a flop.
And the critique is, do the players' heads snap back first? That's what they're supposed to look for when they call a flop. In almost every situation I've seen that they call flops, it's opposite. Their heads aren't moving back. So it's
cut it. You got to cut with a purpose. Get the defense to shift.
Fresh Kimball, no good. Wardenberg has possession, but Enoch just took it away from him and scored.
But at some point, you got to make the defense work by creating for others. That's a great look.
That's what McGusty just did. Wardenberg pays it off with the three. Begins with Stephen A's pregame Sports Center on the ESPN and the ESPN app. Ooh. Sutton rejects Wong. Wardenberg pulls it out there. Lykes almost lost it out of bounds. Chris to the bucket. Swatted away by Williams. Williams. Here come the Cardinals. Sutton. McGusty was working and they counted the basket. That might have been a little NBA continuation going. Inside 5 minutes to go. McGusty with a long one, and it was a 2-foot clearly on the line.
Do they have that fortitude, right? That intestinal fortitude? Well, losing three in a row would be tough.
That'll help avoid that. Darius Perry with the end one to the foul on Rodney Miller. Well, now, after being challenged by the Canes, Louisville can push it back to double figures with a bucket on this trip. McMahon for three.
Cardinal. I think it looks great.
And for all the people back in John's neighborhood, get out of his yard.
Yes. Yeah.
Amen.
Perry with the layup.
I might be grumpy at times, but I do think of myself as a glass half full guy. And you do have to be pleased with the finish for Louisville. They've brought much better energy. That helps. And I do feel like there is another level in there. If he finds it, look out. That's all I'm saying. If he finds it, he is the best player in the country.
Williamson puts it home.
Hard to do against this Miami squad who's just going to clear it out and attack. He blocked out with his elbow. Please believe it doesn't feel good.
DJ Vasilovic. It's been a long time coming for DJ, who's a terrific offensive player, hasn't necessarily had his best night, and the clock is going to hit 0, and Louisville's little mini skid is over. 74-58.